Thank you for joining us for the 2025 PAX East Doubles Final. In this matchup, we have Ian Shaw and Tony Dube from the Greater Boston Crokinole Club versus Brandyn and Bailey Osborne from the Queen City Crokinole Club. A great matchup between fantastic people, all friends around the board. Jeremy announcing who will shoot first, and it is blue, which means Ian Shaw and Tony will have the first shot, giving Bailey and Brandyn the first hammer of this match. Final announcement and fist bumps around the table from the man himself, Jeremy, and Duke will have the first shot. Whipping out on that first 20, leaving a heavy hanger for Bailey. She drains it. Nice. Ian finding his range, balancing out the cup. Slight advantage to Brandyn and Bailey right now. Brandyn missing that 20, but nonetheless leaving no easy conversions, and another backboard here for Bailey. Not quite able to convert. You saw it just about to go in, but that blue disc caught a post. Ian now maybe to return with a 20 of his own. Nice shot from Ian. Drops that in, nice touch. Brandyn getting the off, pushing into the 15. Might have set up Tony for a touch 20 here. We'll see, and that'd be a strong advantage. Especially given they got the lead right now, being up in the cup would certainly help the team from the Greater Boston Crokinole Club. Not quite able, and I think he set Bailey up for another backboard. Oh! Just barely misses it again. We will see what Ian does with this shot. Few options here. I figure he doesn't want to leave any opportunities for Brandyn, but opts for the double on the outside. Very nice shot. Bit of cleanup. 2 blue on the board. At some point, Brandyn and Bailey, while they do have hammer, there is even just that 1 on the board is enough to give them some trouble. They're going to need a conversion or a double. Tony's shot now. Nice. That's a strong lead to have. Pressure on Brandyn and Bailey now. Bailey returning with a 20 of her own. Decent amount of green on the board now. Still down a 20 for Queen City Crokinole. They need to make something happen here. So yeah, even if they get 2 green on the board with 1 blue remaining, blue will still have the advantage being up in the cup, and yeah, not having enough on the board to cancel out that difference. So rolling in, Brandyn almost gets it. Comes up just inches short. Ian making some recommendations. Looks like he's suggesting Tony stay on the outside. Wise move for sure, not giving Bailey a lot to work with. Can be tough to come in on the outside, but that is a more open lane than the other one, blocked by a post. Bailey goes for that outside sticking. May have left a backboard here for Ian, and a 20 here could all but seal the round. Very nice shot from Ian. See if Tony, oh, sorry, that's not Tony's shot, that's Brandyn's shot, caught a post. Now we're back to Tony. Taking the off. I believe shots are all but inconsequential at this point. Team from the Greater Boston Crokinole Club will be taking the first 2 points of this match. Nice shooting from both teams. We're going to see lots of highlights around the board. A lot of backboard 20s, a few with the off and a few touches. That nice double from Ian. And here, shots like that from Tony really helped to seal the round. Still, good efforts from the team from Queen City Crokinole. Speaking of which, I'd like to thank Brandyn and Bailey for showing up. They were around playing, representing Queen City Crokinole. If you want to learn more about that club, we have their socials tagged in the description below. Bailey missing that first open 20. Ian rolling to the outside. Bit of a hide-and-seek match going on now. Tony and Ian will be doing their best to keep play away from whoever is shooting next to make sure they can't roll up into the center. Given they have hammer, not a lot of pressure on them to get play to the center. Looks like we're going to see Tony roll to the right. Very nice. Might have left the door open a little bit for Bailey. We'll see if she's able to get in. Not quite, but this will force Ian to play to the center, which gives Brandyn the opportunity to keep play there. Oh, going a little bit too far. Tony most likely to hit and stick. Decent roll. Sliver of a chance to angle in here. Tough, but doable. Getting in, very nice. Looks like Ian will yet again be forced to shoot through the center. Ooh, in front of a post. That's a tricky spot. I think the off is doable there. It's not super tight, but we'll see what Brandyn does. Nice. Now it is on the outside, but far side from Tony. Could be a tricky shot. No, he gets that with ease. Oh, Bailey not able to carve in. Ian most certainly to hit and stick on the outside. There is a sliver of a chance Brandyn can catch a post here to get back in. Takes a second to look at it from the outside. I really don't think that's there. Gonna carve through the center. Trying to catch a post. And this is nice because, again, Tony's forced to play to the center. Brandyn and Bailey doing a good job making sure play doesn't get too far to the edges. Oh! Such a close attempt with the follow through, but not quite. And unfortunately sets up Ian with a nice backboard 20. Brandyn now finding his range, keeping the pressure on, but they need a mistake like that. Bailey now with the 20 opportunity. Gets this one. But with the touch, that could be costly if Ian is able to convert here. Not quite. Final shot for Brandyn. He has two options. He can go for the off 20, which would pretty much, that would seal the round there. But if he doesn't get it, then they are pretty much hooped. He can also hit to the outside and try to hide on Tony. Yeah, it's either hide or get a 20. Anything in between will not do. There is a chance that Tony messes up his shot, but those odds are slim to none. And it looks like Brandyn is going to go for the hide. See how well he does. That could be a little bit tricky, but it looks like there's that diagonal lane there. And with that, Ian and Tony take that round by a nickel, bringing the score 4-0 now. Again, some nice highlights around board, backboards. I wish we got a replay on Bailey's near follow through 20. That was quite the distance, but nonetheless, I'd like to give a huge shout out and thank you to Ian Shaw and Tony Dube. They were around in the Crokinole zone helping out as well. Especially Ian, he was there 3 of the 4 days giving us support, and we always really appreciate that. If you want to learn more about the Greater Boston Crokinole Club, again, we've tagged all of their socials in the description below. Few shots in, Ian and Tony up in 20. Oh! Invalid shot out of Brandyn. Here, sorry, out of him. I think we're hearing a few of the Canadian sayings. Tony sacrificing his own button on the board for a 20, now up 2 in the cup. So that sacrifice really wasn't a bad trade-off. And up 3 now. Quite a comeback to make in this round for the Queen City Crokinole team. Certainly not out of it. Oh. Taking a look at the board. From this line, it looks like it is in. Looks like they're going to get some verification. See Eric Mammon, also from the Greater Boston Crokinole Club, checking it out. Final flashlight check. See the green is on the line, so it stays in play. And right back to the action. Tony with a nice takeout. Oh, Bailey losing her own. Ooh, Ian came a bit close there. Could be a touch 20 opportunity here for Brandyn. Or he can punch it through for the off. Looks like that's what he wanted. Not quite able, though. Opportunity pass to Tony now. Oh! So close on the touch 20. Not quite, though. Oh! Beautiful follow through from Bailey. What a shot. Getting the first green in the cup. Ian doing a good job keeping play to the outside. Carve in doable, but tough here. Brandyn could also hide, but yeah, leaving there at very least. Forcing a tough shot through the post. Tony gets that with ease. Bailey's most likely going to want to try to catch a post here. We'll see what she is able to do. Oh, goes to the outside there. Ian, I think he was trying to block up that lane there. Could be a good angle in here for Brandyn. Not quite on line with the center, getting play deep in. And with that, shots are inconsequential. The Greater Boston Crokinole Club team will be going up. Another 2 points, bring the score 6-0. And again, that follow-through was absolutely fantastic. So, needless to say, Brandyn and Bailey are putting up a good fight here. The 6-0 is not representative of how that team is doing in this match. But nonetheless, Ian and Tony with a strong lead now. Neither team with a 20. The Greater Boston team with hammer advantage right now. Pressure on Brandyn and Bailey to make something happen here. That could be something of a tricky spot. Let's see what Tony's able to do here. Not quite able to get the off and leaves Bailey set up. Could be a 20 chance here. Oh! Doesn't get it. Backboard opportunity, pass back to Ian. Taking his time with this shot. Oh! They're joking. Ian, I promise you, that will not be in the highlight. Unfortunate shot. Oh, Brandyn! Almost getting it in, but not quite. Tony, nice strategic shot, keeping it to the outside. This will leave Ian with a nice backboard up the right side for him. And he nails it. Nice. That was a heavy hanger, too. Well done. Brandyn unable to convert the 20 there. 3 green on the board, though. Not quite enough to cancel out that difference. Tony again sticking to the outside. Getting the mistake out of Bailey this time. Could be another heavy hanger here for Ian. This one looks a bit more tricky. Oh! Doesn't get it, but silver lining here. Plays firmly on the outside now. Brandyn most likely to work with that one just on the line of the 10. That further one from him. The other one he most likely catches own, at least one of them, and lose his own buttons on the board, which they absolutely cannot afford right now. Looked like Tony was lining up for a double, only got the one. Nice double from Bailey. 3 green on the board, but still. Oh! Ian, that was rude. Behind the post. Sliver of a line here for Brandyn. Really taking his time with his shot. They cannot afford mistakes. They are still in this round, but nice get. Gets it off too. I did not think that was there. I thought Ian hooped him, but nonetheless, Brandyn Bailey in this tricky position, stuck on the outside. Oh no! Bailey catching a post there. That seals it. Greater Boston team going up 8-0. They are 1 point away from the 9-point goal post and winning the PAX East Doubles Championship. Nice shots around the board. Kudos to Brandyn getting that hide there. Tony to open up. Bailey and Brandyn with the hammer. And it ain't over till it's over. Players absolutely dialed in on their 20s. Ian making sure his 20s counted in the cup. Oh! Brandyn goes long. Ian's telling Tony he just needs to touch, and he gets it very nice. Up 2 in the cup now. Strong advantage to start the round with, especially playing against the hammer. Ian, knowing he doesn't have to play to the center anymore, opts a high behind the post. Brandyn with a roll, getting pretty close to the line there, but keeping it in. And this might be the opening Bailey needs to get play back to the center. Pressure's on Brandyn and Bailey to get play back to the middle now. Oh! Bailey catching a post. Ian getting another 20, up 2 in the cup now. Brandyn finding his range, making sure that distance doesn't get too big. Oh! This is exactly what Brandyn and Bailey need. I don't know what exactly that call out was, but nice shot from Bailey. We are down to a 5-shot round for each team. Ian, not cracking under pressure. They're talking about psychological warfare right now, so maybe they're trying to get into each other's heads. I don't know. Everybody's friends around the board as Bailey, the first miss comes out of her. 3 shots left for each team. Taking a second to count the 20s because they mix the cups, which you're allowed to do, but leaves you with a little bit of mental math to do. Nonetheless, Ian and Tony are up at 20 right now, so advantage to them. Ian does a great job pulling play away from Brandyn. No 20s here for him. Could be patient and wait for a better chance, but they won't have many more chances, so we'll see if he guns for a 20 or not. Oh, he leaves that close. I think Tony could put the nail in the coffin. Yeah, if Tony gets this off in a 20, they will seal the round. He doesn't get it. This may be Bailey's final chance for them to stay in the round. Oh! What a shot from Bailey. Tied up, 1 blue on the board. Ian doesn't convert. Tied in the cup, you hear Bailey say it. That 1 blue is on the line, so Brandyn just needs a takeout on that 1 in the 15. Does not need the 20. The biggest thing is they cannot afford to tie. So, for example, he couldn't take out that 10 and stay in the 15. That wouldn't do it. They'd be tied on the board, tied in the cup. Their score would be 9-1. Greater Boston team wins. And you see Brandyn really taking his time here. And it's always these kinds of shots, these final takeouts. Pressure's there. Can Brandyn do it? Brandyn trying to get himself hyped up. Oh! And with that, Ian and Tony have won the PAX 2025 Crokinole Doubles Finals match. They are this year's champions. Congratulations to both these reps from the Greater Boston Crokinole Club, and thank you for everybody who partook. If you're going to be tuning in, make sure to watch the champion team of Ian Shaw and Tony Dube face off against Jeremy Tracey and myself, a champs versus Tracey match. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. If you like this Crokinole match, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Crokinole content. My name is Garret. Make it a great day.